overwhelming reaction has been positive. I mean, we've seen Airbnb go up in terms of pricing. DoorDash priced, I believe, at 182. These are services that the new economy has brought up, but these are services that at the same time have been very useful. It is so easy to use those services. I myself have used both those services, and let me tell you, it's easy. You go into the app, you use the solution, and A, you get your food, B, you get somewhere to sleep, and it makes it, that's an easy thing to do. So for investors, what you need to ask yourself, what I would ask myself is this the future of a service provider, or is there something else that's going to come along and be better? And when you answer that question, that's when it becomes very interesting. Am I, as an investor, or am I, as a portfolio manager, going to add it to my core holdings? And the answer is you don't know yet. This is still new. But if you have conviction and you believe in the stocks, companies like this are very interesting to have as part of a core holding. And some people will say yes right away. And some people will do a wait and see attitude. And that either way is fine, so long as you're making sure that you are protecting yourself long term. The competition for DoorDash is much more acute. However, they are one of the leaders in their space. And you're also right when it comes to Airbnb. There is competition, but they are nowhere near what Airbnb is. So that could be a catalyst for you to either get into the stock and make more money with a stock like that once it goes public, or same thing with DoorDash, saying, well, there's unlimited potential here to make even more money. And maybe the other companies, this might be not, the sole business that they have. So maybe it isn't their only focus, and therefore they're going to remain competitors, albeit not as big competitors, per se. Ultimately, you have to ask yourself, is this the right holding for me right now at this particular point? And you just want to make sure that you're not placing a big bet on these companies, that if you want to make some short-term bets on this, that you go in with your eyes open and know that this could be volatile, this could be super competitive, and you have to get out right away if you feel that the fundamentals have changed. The volatility is here to stay till the end of the year. There are certain forces in the markets that are occurring that are making that happen, but the overall uptrend is definitely on the upside. Definitely going to see some sort of Santa Claus rally, as we called it, and we're definitely going to see that continue into Q1 2021, simply because all the factors that have been proving to unsettle this market have really been going to the wayside. The election is over technically. The states have certified their election results. Yes, there is a challenge going to the Supreme Court, but that challenge is a long shot. The second thing is that the company earnings have been pretty solid, for this quarter. And that, you have to remember, earnings drive markets as well. You do have supply and demand driving markets, but earnings drive markets. And the investors are really rewarding their companies right now who are not only making their earnings, but handily beating those earnings. So that's another catalyst to drive the markets further. And you want to keep that in mind. And also, it's towards the end of the year, we're going to see super volatility in the weeks upcoming to Christmas, simply because a lot of people are taking time off and getting away from the market. So you'll have fewer players, and that creates a lot of up and down volatility. Yeah. The sector rotation thing is actually happening. We're starting to see, we had 25 stocks that were making money in the S&P, and now all the other companies are starting to make money as well, because, they have been basically not participating in this big rally that it's been going on. It's been all these select, very narrow, condensed tech companies. So yeah, absolutely, we're definitely seeing a sector rotation. Does that mean it's time to throw all the money into those value plays and such? No, it just means that you need to adjust your portfolios accordingly. Same thing when it comes, we're looking, the stimulus talks, that's a catalyst. If and when that happens, that's going to drive the markets further. We're also looking with a new administration that's going to drive the markets as well in one direction. We think in a positive direction. Another thing you want to say to yourself, going into Q1 2021, we got this vaccine, not just one, but we have three. We have three vaccines. And what, just the fact that we are at the point where this starts getting rolled out to nursing homes, nursing home care providers, and then first responders, in the next week. That's happening now. That's a very positive catalyst to make the markets go up. I think that the markets have already priced a lot of this into it, but who's to say that's the only thing? We're talking a lot about Pfizer right now. We have Moderna's that's about a week behind in terms of getting their approval, and then people are forgetting, we still have AstraZeneca and Oxford's vaccine, all which have proven effectiveness above 90%. And this is, this could be the beginning of there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that things are not going to go back to normal immediately, but definitely Q2 2021 bode for a very positive, hey, millions of people are getting their inoculations. They're getting the vaccines. It's a two-part process for the Pfizer, and you just want to make sure, this is one of these things that it's a positive for the market overall, but I think it's even bigger positive for the economy, getting people back to work, getting those businesses right back to moving in the right direction, so that way this economy and this country can move forward and be in a super positive places, and then hopefully the markets are off to the races.